Hey there, Streakers. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to the Streaking Show. This is Jeff Downs. Have you ever been caught watching either shorts or reels or TikTok and just caught yourself and realized that you'd been doing it for 20, 30 minutes, sometimes even an hour? Have you ever been in that situation? I have. Interestingly, those shorts, and usually my go-to medium is shorts. I enjoy the YouTube shorts and how I can like and not like things. It's a little bit harder on TikTok to get the algorithm right, or in other words, to get it to have your algorithm correctly so that it's only showing you the interesting shorts that you're wanting to see. Well, in the YouTube shorts, I can like and dislike them, so I see what I want to see. And I don't know if you know this, but I'm an amateur woodworker, emphasis on amateur. I enjoy getting out in the shop and doing a little bit of woodworking. So in my YouTube shorts also comes up woodworking. A lot of different people who post on tools to use or different joints to put together, joinery, all of the interesting things that are in woodworking or about woodworking. A lot of fun in the shorts. Other things that come up, so one that's come up of late is the mimes. If you've been seeing those down in SeaWorld, I think is where they're at, but it's Tom the Mime and other mimes that are welcoming people to a particular show. They do funny things, and that's kind of an interesting one. The most significant or inspirational shorts, the ones that are inspirational are the ones where human people, they're all human, where people are doing good to people. Humans are being good to humans. And I don't like, and this is one of the ones I dislike, I'll come back to the humans being nice to humans. And I go back, why am I calling them humans and people? I don't know. It just came out of my mouth that way. I guess because I was thinking of the SeaWorld shorts and it was animals there. And so I'm talking about humans. I have no idea. Maybe it's because I'm just a little bit worn from my travels of the last couple of days. Who knows? And if you're listening to this and going, wow, he's really lost it, I agree with you. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. As I look at the shorts, one of the things that I do purposely is I dislike any short that has anything to do with reacting violently to someone else. And so if it's a sporting event and the individuals in the sporting event or the teams in the sporting event, the people start fighting with each other, I dislike it and move on. Or if there's individuals that are being rude or mean to each other, I dislike it and move on. For example, there was one that I was watching where a skateboarder was going across the street. A car came up and honked their horn really loudly. The skateboarder picked up a skateboard and went and bashed in the window of the car. I dislike those. I don't want those in my feed. And there's a reason why. Resolving things with violence, no matter what it is never the right way to go. Looking at interpersonal communications and working with each other. Now, I'm not saying that you don't defend yourself. Don't hear me as saying that. It's resolving or reacting to someone or something with violence is not acceptable. It is not how you go about in a civilized society working out differences, opposition. What you need to do is work on resolving it in a way that allows you to come to, or to collaborate, to come to a common understanding. Now, you may not come to a common understanding. Someone may be intent on being violent or on fighting or whatever it is. Get away from the situation. Move on. There are times where our reactions are so significant, so fast, because we've been hurt in some way. And I'll give you an example of this. And this is hopefully illustrates the point. I remember once one of our kids, I was holding them in my lap. And in a moment, I looked down, and for whatever reason, this child just reared back and they smacked their head, the back of their head hit me right in the face, right in the nose. Now, if you've had that happen to you before, you know how that hurts. And to control in that situation and not react and be like, what in the world are you just doing here? But to hold back and to say, okay, first, whether the child meant to do it or not meant to do it, accident or not, do not react. And it takes a serious amount of control to do that. Secondly, when physical pain is involved, it's difficult to ignore that physical pain. There is something that you have to do in order to deliberately, that's the word I'm looking for, deliberately and intentionally overcome that feeling right away. In our society, as we interact with others, as individuals are individuals, whether they be cutting you off in traffic, whether it be at a store or a place where a lot of people are, and there is tension that's involved with it, learning how to respond to the situation in a positive and good way is a skill. And it's something that everyone should practice. It is a streak that everyone should set. And that streak is thinking about a situation where you may react and resolving how you may do it in a way that you respond. So that you're not instantly angry. You're not instantly moving to this place where you have violence. As I look at, and continuing with the shorts that I see on YouTube, the ones that are inspirational are where individuals are responding and are giving people the benefit of the doubt. One of the Beatitudes, and I've discussed it before, it's not a Beatitude in the Bible. It's one of the Beatitudes that I've heard from one of our church leaders. He said, "Blessed are the flexible, for they shall not be bent out of shape." That's what we're trying to achieve, is this not getting bent out of shape. And the more you can do that, the better your life will be. There's all kinds of times, scenarios, and situations where you can get bent out of shape. Think of, for example, a hot, crowded airplane. We see, and that's another short that shows up sometimes, is people who react violently to other people on the airplane. Again, dislike, move on. That is not the way to resolve. If there are situations where people are getting in a fight on the street or whatever, don't watch it. Move on. Do not like it and move on. Get it out of your algorithm. The more we can get those type of scenarios and situations out of our algorithm, the better. Now, what are the ones to like? The ones to like are the ones that inspire you, that bring up that feeling inside that you want to be better, you want to do better, you want to promote better things. There was one particular short that I watched where an individual was helping an old woman across the street, and it was a person who you wouldn't expect to help. Or there were others where they were giving police officers food, and that was another motivational, inspirational moment. There are so many more of those where you see people being kind to people. Notice I got away from the humans. People being kind to animals. People being kind in general and doing kind things. Those are the shorts we should promote. That's what we should have in our algorithms, and also encourage people to have that in their algorithms. I just think about everything that we have to face in our world today, and we don't need more violence. What we do need is more inspiration, kindness, responsiveness. So set a streak to think about at least one time or daily a situation where you might respond or react, and think about how you can respond. Changing our mindset will then change our behavior. If you want to learn more about streaking, you know the place. Download the Streaking app on Google Play or the Apple App Store. You can also buy the book at Amazon or anywhere books are sold. Also, the Audible is available out there. Give us a rating on any one of these. Subscribe to the podcast. Until we talk next time, keep streaking.